Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. And well, at least at the time of recording, it's Friday. But anyway, welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. And this is Tammy. For those of you who don't know me, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. And to all my returning viewers, I hope that you're having a fantastic week so far. So this morning we are going to do our oracle message. However, before I get into that, let me go ahead and get the lovely housekeeping out of the way. All right, so really quickly, I always have to say this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. The YouTube algorithm, my friends, it's real. It really is. And number of subscribers is part of this stupid algorithm. So every time I get on here, I have to solicit, please, please, please subscribe. Now, turn off the notifications. That's not going to offend me. I do the same thing. You know, I subscribe to a bunch of channels, and every time somebody posts new content, I don't want my phone blowing up. I get it. So go ahead and turn off notifications. But for any YouTuber you watch, support them. This is a lot of hard work. All right, so that's all I have to say about that. I'm not going to go on for 5 minutes about the algorithm. Really quickly, Mother's Day is Sunday, so to all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. I hope that you have a fantastic day. And from now until Sunday, guys, there is a sale going on at yournaturalhealer.com. If you go to the products tab, crystals, sage, essential oils, there's some jewelry on there. It's all 20% off. Now, the price you see already includes shipping and sales tax. So at the end, when you check out where it says coupon, you're going to type in MOM, M-O-M, and the number 20. So MOM20. And then it'll take 20% off your purchase right there. That is through Sunday. Don't miss out. Just to give you a heads up, there are a few things that have sold out. The 7 chakra white sage is sold out. Orange calcite has sold out. And I think I have 1 selenite heart left. So none of my things do back order. What I have, what supply, inventory I have is what I have. So anyway, I will be adding some new things to the shop. I've got a big shipment coming today, and I don't know if it will be in before Sunday because I have to take pictures and write up, a little nice description about the product. But I will try to get some more things out there. But again, take advantage of that, okay? It only does ship to the USA, though. I may do international shipping in the future. I'm just not quite sure how all that works. All right, other than that, that's all I have for housekeeping. All right, so this morning we're looking at this beautiful piece of blue arginite. Isn't that stunning? I just love how it looks glossy in the light. So this morning we are going to do something a little different. Now, on Fridays, I usually draw from an oracle deck, and I like to say that the oracle message is from your spiritual team. We all have a spiritual team, and as we progress through life, we have more spiritual beings that are added to our team. So I like to say this is a message. If they could give you an email or send you a letter or a postcard, this is what they would be telling you right now. All right. The thing about oracle cards are always, for the most part, really love and light and woo-woo and, unicorns and angels and spirit animals and fairies and, all of that stuff, which is great. That's part of spirituality. But life is a duality, good and bad, light and dark, yin and yang, happy and sad, love and hate. So I decided I don't know. Today's what? The 12th. So this is the second Friday of the month. So from now on, in the second Friday of the month, that is going to be our shadow work week. Okay. So this is a dark deck. And by dark, I'm not talking about negative energy or satanic energy or anything bad. This is a shadow card deck. That's why it's not very thick. I think it's like 32 cards. So we're going to get a message about something we need to work on with our shadow self, because working on our shadow self is very, 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 very important. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. So I'm going to move this beautiful crystal off to the side. So as you see, there's not a lot of cards in this deck. So for those who have not watched the channel before, what I will do is I will select 3 cards. I will lay them out in a row. You will use your intuition and pick the card that you are drawn to. I don't want you to think about it. Use that third eye. Use that gut feeling. All right. Then I will go over each card. Now, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you, and that's okay. That happens in a general reading. If that's the case, come back, like Wednesday or Thursday of next week and see, if it resonates with you at that time. And again, maybe it won't. If it does resonate with you, I want you to take your hand, take a deep breath in, place your right hand on your heart and say, yes, I claim this for myself. Okay. If you, and like I said, if it doesn't resonate, don't get discouraged. There's a lot of people, and I'm going to shuffle off camera because when I shuffle this way, cards fly everywhere. So, if I bump the camera, I'm sorry. So, what was I saying? Oh, so if it doesn't resonate with you and you're new, don't get frustrated. Come back and keep watching. And if you really, really, really want a personalized reading, I do offer personalized reading at Your Natural Healer. Go to yournaturalhealer.com and pick the services tab. And there's all different services from Reiki to tarot readings to birth chart analysis. And there's all different prices. So there's something for everybody, okay? So don't get frustrated. All right. So as I said, this is a shadow deck. We are going to, when I pull the cards, I'm going to set them here for just a second. I'm going to knock out any negativity. So I'm going to lay out the 3 cards. This will be time stamped. So if you choose the right card, you don't have to sit through the other 2 readings. You can go right to that. However, after your reading, go to the Reiki Hug at the end. The Reiki Hug, for those of you who have never watched my readings before, is a 2-minute distance Reiki healing session in which I send distance Reiki for physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental healing. And you're like, okay, what's the point of 2 minutes? Hey, a hug is better than nothing, okay? So start out your Friday right and get that Reiki Hug, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. These cards are dark in color as well, so they're a little hard to see. All right, so you're going to select a card, either the left, middle, or the right. So go ahead, don't think too much into it, and let's begin. All right, so for those of you who chose the left card, your message from your guides, it says sacrifice. And let's look at the card. So we have like a female knight, very, very dark in color. All right, so the first thing I think of with a knight is protection. You got this big suit of armor on you. You're covering your neck where your jugular is. You're covering, you've got armor over the heart. So if you got stabbed in the heart in battle, you're not going to die. You've got armor on your head. But what is this armor that you're wearing in life? Your guides want you to reflect on that a little bit. What is this armor? Do you have up some kind of a shield, emotional shield that you don't let people in? Maybe you're angry a lot and you put off this hard, very hard and strong on the outside. But in the inside, you're a big ball of emotion. So what is going on here? Why are you protecting yourself? Your guides want you to know you need to remove the armor. But how do you do this? The first thing is you have to admit that you have this shield, whatever it is up around you. Okay? And then you need to focus on why. Now, this isn't something you're going to, by next week, go, okay, well, my armor is down. Maybe you will, and that's wonderful. Maybe your coat of armor is not that thick. But if you're wearing a really thick suit of armor, this is going to take some work. Okay? And like I said, we're going to do these once a month. So, I think maybe you need to journal a little bit. First, by acknowledging this suit of armor that you're wearing. Why? What is it? And once you realize what this suit of armor is it that, is it your attitude? Maybe physically it's your weight. Maybe you have this suit of armor up of money, buying everything and things of that nature. But whatever this is, it's not serving your highest good. Because while you think this is protecting you, it's not. This is heavy. Look at this armor. It's metal. It's heavy. Why are you carrying this around? It's time to be honest with yourself. And as I said, maybe work on a little bit of journaling. Have a meditation session where you just journal a little bit. Journaling is one. If you haven't watched my Tuesday's Enlightenment on spiritual journals, check that out. I do talk about meditation journals. I talk about meditation journals, dream journals. And then I have a book. It's kind of a... hold on, I think I have it right here. It's kind of a notebook. I'm going to drop all my other books on the floor. It's just a 3-ring binder. And I have one sticker on it. I want to decorate it. Stay strong. And I'm not going to show you everything that's in it. I'll just flash it really quickly. And I don't write in it all the time. I write in it when I'm doing shadow work, which, you don't need to be doing shadow work every single day. But when I really feel that there's something that I need to address, and I write about it, I just write. I have in there, a letter to someone that has bullied me. Maybe that's something, maybe that's why. And I'm getting ahead of myself, but I wrote a letter to this person forgiving them because I realized that I hadn't forgiven them and that I needed to forgive them so that I could move forward. So as I was saying, once you start writing, you may find out why you're doing something and not even realizing why you were doing it or, why you had this armor on. Shadow work is tough, and shadow, it's part of us. Again, duality of life. But this armor, I could say it 1,000 times, you need to remove it. It's a burden you don't need to carry. You are much better than this. Take off this dark, ugly armor and let the beautiful soul that you are, let everybody see it. And part of life, we are souls having a human experience. And guys, part of life is getting hurt, being sad, crying, grief, depression, jealousy, anger, resentment, all those negative feelings. It's not just about being love and light. Okay? We're supposed to feel those things. That's what makes us human. But if you read what the card says, sacrifice. Do you really want to sacrifice the little time that you have on this earth to protect yourself from living your life? Because that's all you're doing. You're not protecting yourself. You are robbing yourself. So I'm going to set this down because you're not protecting yourself. You're robbing yourself from your life. So my advice to you is to journal. If it's something really super, super difficult, maybe you need to seek the help of a professional therapist, and that's okay. I would suggest that once you find the root cause, that you look at your heart chakra. I would look at your solar plexus and definitely your root chakra. Okay? You could do them in any order, that's fine. And it's going to really depend on what the issue is. What are you protecting yourself from? So all I'm going to say to you is do the work. You can do this. But just know that you are beautiful. You are capable. You are amazing. And every time you look in the mirror, tell yourself, I am wonderful. Tell yourself, I deserve to be here. Okay? Because you do. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to live life to the fullest. I deserve everything wonderful in this world. And finally, I deserve to be happy. Because there's no way that you're happy carrying this heavy weight, this armor around. So again, stop sacrificing. You got this. All right? Namaste. I'll see you at the Reiki Hug. Okay, middle card. Oh, these are going long today. I knew shadow work is always very long. All right, so middle card, you got today for tomorrow. And we look at this card, and it's kind of hard to tell. These two girls look alike. Are they mother and daughter? Or maybe it's showing past and present, or past and future. Present and future? That's a good question. I'm going to say just because she's holding some kind of flower in her hand, that's representing life. So this is the present. So this, I think, is the past. Yeah, today for tomorrow. What are you sacrificing? And by sacrificing, you're sacrificing your current space, the present moment. Because as the card says, today for tomorrow, I think you are, so many times many of us are stuck in the past, and I think to a certain extent you are. But at the same token, I think that you're also stuck in the future. And how can that be? the first thing I thought I said was sacrifice. And if you put that with what this card says, you're sacrificing today for tomorrow. But I think what you're doing is that all you're concerned about is the future. Okay? And you're trying to make the future the past. So whatever this was in the past, whether it was maybe, and because of the fact that I think that this is the same person, I don't think it's necessarily mother and daughter. You know, we were all younger. You know, at one point in our lives, you know, we were more naive. You know, we had less responsibility. We maybe were thinner. Maybe we had more hair. Maybe we had less wrinkles. We had more freedom. But the past is the past. In tarot, the 5 of Cups, when the guy is sitting there and he's staring at the 3 spilt cups, and there's 2 cups behind him. And all he needs to do is turn around to see that things are not that bad. This card is very similar to that, where you're focusing on what was, that you're not seeing what is, because you're trying to make what will be what was. Does that make sense? You can't go back. Life is about moving forward. That's why we have stages of things through life. You know, we have infants and then toddlers and preschool and you know, all of that, teenagers and all that. And then in life we have birth, and then it's you go to school, and then it's you go to high school, and then it's to college, and then it's to work, and then it's getting married, and then having a baby and buying a house. And we have all these stages in life, and then, you know, grandchildren, and then maybe it's travel or whatever. We're supposed to progress in life. We're supposed to change. We're not going to look like we did when we were 20, when we're 50. Now there are people that get work done, and if you can naturally do that, well, God bless you. But it's more than that. I'm not just talking about physical appearance. You know, maybe when you were younger, you were more carefree. Well, probably if you think about that, why was that? Did you have less responsibility? Did you maybe have more money? And I think you need to really meditate on this. And I would say really meditating with the root chakra to start. And again, this is not something you are going to fix overnight, but you need to be in the present moment. You need to ground yourself. Your life is now. If you keep living in the past, trying to make the future your past, my God, you're going to miss out on some wonderful experiences. And I know you don't want to do that. Don't sacrifice. And it's funny, the left card, we talked about sacrifice as well. But don't sacrifice today for tomorrow, because we don't know when tomorrow ends. Tomorrow could end in 2 days. Tomorrow could end in 2 years. Tomorrow could end in 25 years. We don't know. But do you want to spend your time worrying about the future, trying to get back to the past? This part of your life was wonderful. You learned so many things. But you've grown and you're a different person. That's why I said when we first looked at this card, we didn't know if it was the same person or a mother and daughter. We all change. Change is part of life. And learning to accept that is great. And if there are things in your life right now that are not going right, that you're like, man, I wish it was like when I was 20. Stop with the wishing and comparing it to your 20. If there is something you're not happy with in your current life, you need to deal with that in the present moment. Not comparing it to the past, not planning it that I'm changing it in the future. If you wish you were more carefree, then what is stopping you from that? If it's a lot of responsibility, is there people you can delegate some things to? Only you know the answers to these questions. And in order for you to find the answers to these questions, you're really going to have to do some self-reflection in the present moment. I don't want the self-reflection to be back here, but you need to do some self-reflection as to why you feel like this. And don't say, well, back 10 years ago, I wasn't like this, or 20 years ago, I didn't do this, or 25 years ago, I had this. If you have a problem in the present, you need to deal with it in the present. Let the past go. Close that door. It's the past for a reason. I always say, and especially if you're new, that you can always take a stroll down memory lane, but don't take a chair, open it up, park it, and sit your butt down and just lounge there. No. It's a stroll. We're not camping out. We don't know what the future is going to hold. The future is always going to change due to circumstances and facts and things that we maybe can see or maybe we don't see. Obstacles happen. That is part of our experience here. We signed up for this soul contract. And with that being said, that means you signed up for this whole life, not just this one part of life. And I'm going to block this out because I don't want to say it. So that's gone. You are here now. Okay? Ground yourself to the present moment. Start on some grounding. Work on your root chakra. Do some journaling. Just write. You don't even need to think about nobody needs to read it. You can burn it, shred it, whatever. Throw it in the trash when you're done. Just write about what you're feeling and why. And you may get to the root cause. And as I said, as an example, if it's something as far as you never have enough time for yourself, well, why is that? You can make time for yourself. It's called delegating. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what? I'm not doing this today. For example, that happened to me last week. Normally during the week, I come home from work, do my things I got to do around the house. And then, I come up to my meditation room. I meditate. I'm either making videos. I'm either doing readings, giving Reiki sessions, doing my courses. And I just felt like I was just always go, 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 go. So, and I usually have my nights planned. I know what I'm doing this night. I'm working on a course lecture. Maybe I'm working on narrating PowerPoint slides. Maybe this night I have a reading to do and 2 Reiki sessions. And one night last week I said, you know what? Doesn't need to be done today. And I took a day off. So again, using the example, if you don't have enough time, you can carve out a little time for yourself. It doesn't need to be a week off. If you want to take a week vacation, go for it. But my point is, without going way into this, because I could probably go deeper, especially if this was a personal reading, get yourself in the present moment. Stop sacrificing your life now. Time is precious. We don't get it back. Okay? We don't get it back. So enjoy the present moment. Be present with everything in your life. Be present with your job. Be present with your family. Be present with your pets, yourself. Be present outside when you step outside in the morning. Take a deep breath in and just breathe the air in. When you take that first sip of coffee in the morning, really taste it. Baby steps, but be present. Don't sacrifice today for tomorrow based on yesterday. You are a wonderful soul, and you're going to miss out on a lot of awesome things. All right? See you at the Reiki Hug. Oh, I think I hit the camera. All right, right card. This has really gone long. Oh, shadow work. Especially when it's a general reading, it's hard. All right, so you guys got Naked Before the Stars. All right, so it looks like we got a lady behind the mirror, or maybe she's looking in the mirror. This card is about acceptance. And I think she's looking in the mirror at herself. And as far as in the shadow work, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you look in the mirror and go, oh my God, I've got 3 wrinkles, or oh my God, I've got gray hair, or oh my God, I'm starting to bald? Does that really matter? If you look in the mirror and that's all you're looking for, these superficial things, my God, you're missing out on a wonderful person, because you are incredible. There's more to you than this physical self. Or maybe you look in the mirror and you say, oh, I drive a piece of crap car, and, my best friend just got a brand new whatever. Tesla. Who cares? It's just materialistic things. But what you see right now, your guides are telling you what you're not seeing. What's the saying? The forest for the trees? Your guides are saying, look deeper. Because you have every reason in your life to be proud of yourself. You are a beautiful soul, inside and out. You're capable. You're loved. You're needed. You're wanted. Money and physical beauty, they don't mean things. When you look at yourself in the mirror, I want you to say, I am beautiful. And I want you to say it like you mean it. Now, for you this week, I think you need to really focus a little bit, or this week, or, shadow work may take longer than that, depending on what's going on. But I would definitely say do some work on your solar plexus. Build up that confidence. Don't look in the mirror and criticize yourself. Be confident. Know your self-worth. Know how wonderful you are. And if you look in the mirror and all you can see is negativity, why? That's the problem. That's the shadow work. Why? Why is the first thing when you look in the mirror, is it something negative? So in addition to working on your solar plexus, I would say to journal, and with shadow work, journaling is so important. I would write a letter to myself telling me how wonderful I am. So I'm telling you guys, you need to write a letter to yourself telling you of all the wonderful things about you. Because this little phrase, naked before the stars, if you were truly naked before all the stars, there's no reason to blush or be ashamed. Be proud. Be proud of who you are. Now, there's a difference, though, between pride and ego. I don't want you going the other way with the solar plexus and being egotistical. All right? Be proud of who you are. I want you to list all those wonderful things about yourself. I want you to list all the qualities that are great about you, all the things that you've done in your life, as small or as big, whatever. Nothing is too small or too big. But when I said acceptance, don't accept this negativity. That's not acceptance. I want you to look in that mirror, and when you see yourself, I want you to accept you for the beautiful person, the capable person, the wonderful human being, the wonderful soul that you are. You have nothing to be ashamed about. You are no better or no worse than any other human being on this planet. But you have to believe that. I can say it 1,000 times. You have to believe it. You need to say it to yourself, and you need to believe it. Journal. If you haven't watched my episode of Tuesday's Enlightenment in Spiritual Journals, I talk about several different types of journals, and I showed this to one of the other cards. I have a notebook. It's just a spiral notebook. I was starting to decorate it. I got to stay strong. And I'm not going to show you the stuff I wrote in it, but I mean, I'm going to eventually take the dividers out. But this is like blank pages back there. But when I do my shadow work, I use this notebook. And sometimes I just get in there and I write and I write and I write about whatever it is that, whether it's something that's bothering me about myself or that somebody did to me or what have you. And I write about what happened, and I write about how it makes me feel. And it's your journal. You write however you want. I don't use this all the time. I haven't really done some really serious shadow work in a while. I've been okay. It's not saying I'm perfect, but I'm not ready for, it's not time for me to do some more shadow work. But anyway, if this does resonate with you, seriously, your solar plexus and then your heart chakra, because you need to love yourself. Accept yourself for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful person that you are. But again, I can sit there and say that you need to get, though, to the root cause. And that's where we get into the shadow work. Why do you feel this way about yourself? Is it something somebody said to you, whether in a past relationship? Maybe it's something somebody said or did to you, a past friendship. Maybe it was something from your childhood, maybe a parent, grandparent, sibling. Whatever it is, it's okay to face it because it's in the past, and it's okay to heal, and it's okay to move forward. But more importantly, it's okay to love yourself. Accept yourself for being the wonderful person that you are. All right. I am going to go get a bowl. I think we need heart chakra, people. So I'll be right back. I'm not going to pause it while I go get the heart chakra bowl. Give me a second. I have to find a mallet. All right, so go ahead and make sure at least your cell phones are on silent, okay? Because this is your 2 minutes. And that was a deep, deep general reading. So go ahead. After your cell phones are on silent, start breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. I know the bowl's kind of close, but this is not huge, but it's not a tiny bowl either. And as you start breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, start relaxing your body, letting all the tension go. I want you to do a quick scan, starting at your toes, working your way up all the way to the top of your head. Allow this Reiki session, this Reiki hug to come through. Even though I send it for all types of energy, I have a feeling that it's going to be a lot of emotional Reiki. But that's okay. Take what you need. And this is your time. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and wiggle your toes and your fingers and open your eyes when you're ready. Now I will say I'm sorry if you could hear Parker panting during that. I was trying to keep her calm, but she was excited that I was playing the singing bowls. So anyway, if you enjoyed the shadow work and you would like to do this monthly, leave me a comment below that, or a thumbs up. Give it, if you liked the shadow work, give the video a thumbs up. And then we'll do this again on the second Friday of next month, and that'll be something that we do. If you feel compelled that maybe you need some Reiki, whether you need some emotional Reiki, I have half-hour sessions, there's hour sessions, and there's even different packages. There's tarot mixed with candles and cards and things of that. So, go to yournaturalhealer.com, check out the services tab if that's something you're interested in. If you would like a more personal reading, you can do that as well. Again, don't forget the special runs out on Sunday, and it is only on products. Go to yournaturalhealer.com/yournaturalhealer/products and check that out. Mom20 is the coupon code. All right. So I will see everybody on Monday. We will do our tarot reading for the week. And that was an intense one, guys. So have a fantastic weekend. I hope everybody is filled with love and light over the weekend and that you have the best weekend you absolutely can. And until next time, go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Namaste.